Okay, so you can see I've also added some brows or some, now guys, you don't have to do this. You might wish to add some colour to your clothes, your ties, your shirts, um, at least say 4 to 5 areas of different colours. Now you can see over my layers palette, I've got them all layered. I was about to do my shirt. We've got brows, lips, hair, face. So each colour should be on a different layer. Okay. When you've done this and you've used your selection tools to get nice defined lines and your areas are all tidied up and you've used your rubber to define edges, we're going to flatten it, which means you can't go back and do anything else on it. So you need to be completely happy with the areas of the colours on the sections of your face. So you need to be completely happy because we're going to flatten it so we can't work on or take away or fix up any of these layers. So make sure you finish this completely, add colour to your shirt and your body as well. What we're going to do is we're going to merge these layers together. Okay, so I'm going to click, hold down shift and click my bottom layer. I'm going to right click and I'm going to merge layers. Okay, now we've got one layer as you can see over here. We're going to fill the background. In order to fill the background, all we need to do is create another new layer. I'm going to click and hold so we put it underneath our shirt layer. I'm going to go up to edit, fill, contents, use. We're going to change this to colour and we're going to select a colour. I might just use this one. Press OK and OK again. Alternatively, you could just use the paint bucket tool. So that's looking great. We've got a nice bold colour in the background. Now here's the fun bit. What we get to do now is add some effects, and you can have a lot of artistic freedom here. So I encourage you to, with your image, go up to filter, go to filter gallery and have a little play. Now don't go overboard with these. I'm going to zoom out. Cutout works quite well. Now I would in cutout have quite a few layers, so it keeps those details, and we might turn the simplicity down. Now with each of these in the filter gallery we can change the properties, so have a little play. Not liking that too much. I might turn, oh, that's looking better. Okay, because you will start to lose some detail which you might not want to lose. Let's see how some of the other ones work. Poster edges looks quite cool. Edge intensity, edge thickness. Yeah, you can even use 2 at once by adding this new layer here. So you can see we can add 2 at once. I might add the cutout and poster edges to see how that goes. I think that looks quite cool. Now you can play with a few of them. We want to just go for that loud pop art Andy Warhol sort of feel. So I'm going to press OK. I don't mind that. I think it looks quite cool. Again, you can do what you like. Other things we can do at this stage is add some text. Now you should by this stage know how to add text. Let me just type in pop art. Okay, I might scroll through these texts by again using my mouse wheel. Use my transform. Now you don't want that going over the face. You can pop that in the background to give an idea of something. So I'm just going to grab that and pop it around there at the back. You might want it repeating one after the other. You can just have fun here. To add some lines over the top, which we saw in Andy Warhol's other work, okay, I'm just going to show you how to use the brush tool to do that. Now if you come and add these lines, please, whenever you add something new, add a new layer. So brush tool, look, it's pretty self-explanatory. I might put a few lines in the hair. Let me use, say, I might sample that colour and start putting some lines in the hair. That one's a bit dodgy, isn't it? A bit smaller. And look, you know the beauty of this? It's in its own layer. If I make a mistake, I can rub it out. So it's not looking too bad. I might change it to a smaller brush, add some other details in there. So that variation in size of line often makes things quite interesting as well. You can even write in the background using the mouse tool. Change up the colours. If you want to change some brushes and get some crazy brushes, we can also do that. So to change the brush, you can see there's all these normal brushes here. If I want to change the brush, you can go into settings. There's all these other ones. There's some crazy ones down here. Special effects brushes. Let's just see what that does. Okay, there's butterflies. Not use these sparingly. You might even want to have these in the background somehow. You can see that it paints in butterflies, which is quite cool. But please make it considered. Please know why you're using a certain brush. So another cool brush to use, especially in the hair, are the calligraphy brushes, because you can see they've actually got this nice sort of slanted edge, so when you're coming to do some hair, it might even actually look a little bit like hair. Okay, so to do that, it's up in the brushes, we've got the settings, and we can change the brushes down here. Lastly, you might notice in these ones here, okay, they've got different colours working in different parts of the faces. You come in here and have a bit of fun using image, adjustments. If you go to hue and saturation, you can completely change the colour of your portrait if you find something more interesting. You can also image adjustments in colour, colour balance, change individual colours to have a bit more of that control there. Okay, you might even want to put a shape behind it, as I've seen in some of Andy Warhol's work. Let's put a red shape, green shape. I might make a square. Transform. I'm going to chuck it behind my layer, press enter. And so with our shape tools, again, we've got lots of different shapes we can use. They exist behind here. And like the brushes, there's some crazy shapes. In the custom shape tool, you can see up in the properties bar that I've got all the different sorts of shapes I can draw, but please don't just use them for the hell of it. Make sure that you've got a considered use and you know why you're putting it there. So there's some interesting ones. If you want to keep the proportion, please make sure you're holding down shift, like I didn't finish holding down there. You could go in the background behind here. Okay, and there we have it. Just have fun at this last stage. Add lines, add shapes, add text, add different brushes in order to pop your portrait. Hope you've had fun.